Here we are.
And there's a
Owie.
surprise. We're on time.
We're super on time. We're like so on time.
Yeah. For
Is
you,
anybody
this is
here?
almost this is for you. This is almost like you starting this stream yesterday.
I know, right? I gotta get. Wait, I haven't opened my YouTube yet.
You've got
Oops,
a what?
sorry.
What? Sorry.
I haven't opened my YouTube yet, so I
Oh
gotta
dear.
open it. It's
That's
gonna
all right.
be a bit of an echo, so
Yeah.
don't hate me because I'm silly. There it is. Okay.
Welcome to Tech Talk with AMG.
Oh, screw you. Hi guys. How you doing?
Yep.
We got stuff to talk about today.
Yep.
Stuff to talk about
Only
today.
got a handful of people so far. So good morning,
It's
Jason.
okay.
Good
They will
evening,
be here.
Taipan. I'm taking my hint from your greeting of
Hey!
Jason. Hi, Night Wolf, and hi, Anonymous Veteran.
Our buddy Taipan's here.
Yeah.
Yay!
And as Taipan says, live in 17 minutes. Thank you, Taipan.
Okay.
But he did also say, as promised, he's here to annoy AMG.
I am thrilled that you're here, and I don't care what you say.
Yeah.
We missed you yesterday, and that's all I'm going to say.
Yes. And now we're going to have to reload.
Hmm? Oh. Stupid. Dumb.
Yes. Sorry.
You can't make gun jokes with an American. Are you stupid? I'm looking for, like, the ammo.
He's Australian.
I'm here. Remember me?
And yes, and I could have meant we need to reload our coffee cups to keep us awake for him.
I have mine.
Yep.
What are you drinking?
Me, I've just finished a glass of lemon squash. I think was it orange
lemon
squash?
squash?
Orange squash.
I knew of orange squash. I'd never heard of lemon.
Oh God, yeah. There's orange, lemon, summer fruits. I've got a bottle of lime cordial. That's ready to go.
Grape?
Fruit
punch.
Fruitish, yes.
Like with cherry and grape and apple. And
I don't know. Yeah, there's a variety of
It's
them.
red.
Yeah.
I know it's red. That's all I know. It's red. So I figure there's cherry in there, right?
Could well be. It's not one of the more common ones. Yeah, apple and blackcurrant.
Because it's like your Kool-Aid, right? Or your high C.
Kind of, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe, perhaps. Yeah.
Yeah, Hawaiian Punch was my favorite as a kid, but it made my throat burn because it's so sweet and chemically.
Sorry, I'm just laughing.
Gordon Ramsay hates orange squash.
Well, that's one good reason to like it. Hi, Captain Cactus.
Hey,
and
Cap.
he says, when Simon gives you lemons, make squash. Yes.
Well, I don't know if he hates it, but he came across a guy in his, when he's saving restaurants, who used it to make the orange one to make duck à l'orange. So, sure, that's why he hated it. That one.
Oh, sorry, Gordon Ramsay. I thought you meant me. I'm thinking, I don't remember that. But yes, I think
Can you imagine that? I don't know. Like, is it sweet? It's sweet, yes?
It's in its unconcentrated, in its undiluted form. Yeah, it's a bit, cloying. Sickly. And yeah.
He made it duck à l'orange with that shit. Come on.
Yeah.
What kind of chef does that? Or so-called chef?
Yeah.
That's the guy who, I believe it's the same guy who used those lamb chops that were shelf stable, quote unquote. They were already prepared in gravy and everything, and he kept them on a shelf.
Maybe a different one than the one I'm remembering. I remember seeing one where the guy actually had boxes and boxes and boxes of vacuum packed, I think it was lamb chops.
It is, yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'm not sure whether he was the duck à l'orange guy as well, but.
Oh, okay. I thought they were the same guy, but oh my God, those fucking shelf stable. I don't eat shelf stable shit. Like, except for milk. I love Parmalat milk.
Right.
It's creamier than regular milk, and
I mean, if I had milk, I would prefer it to be stable when I put it on the shelf.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I love Parmalat because you can have some in the pantry in case you run out of fresh milk.
Yeah.
Ugh. Um,
I
it's really
sus-
expensive though. It really is. Like for $4 you can get, I think, a liter. Whereas in for two I could get a gallon of milk.
right.
See?
Um, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have similar stuff over here.
Well, Parmalat's
There's
from Europe. It's from Italy.
right. I mean, I don't get milk, so
You don't get anything. What are you talking about?
yeah, I know,
You
but
have no staples in your house.
I do have a stapler, I think. Sorry.
Say hi to everybody. Just say hi to everybody.
And good
Who's sending
morning,
me
darling Beck
hearts?
and Juggernaut
Darling.
Jared.
Hi,
Hi there.
Jordan. Ooh.
Let's say I don't in particular drink milk, so emphasising it for
I don't
the point
either.
that we're talking about milk.
I don't either.
So I don't know exactly what is available, but I mean, apart from all the ridiculous
Pretend milk.
half fat 2% of dairy milk. There was
They're not
also
ridiculous.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Whole milk is very fatty, and some people can't have it. They
Yeah,
just
okay.
can't. It's not just
Mm,
dietary. It's my
yeah.
aunt couldn't have it on her
Um,
when she had leukemia,
right.
and she couldn't.
There's also UHT milk, which is
That's Parmalat.
a long life sort of milk.
Yeah, Parmalat is
Uh,
UHT
right.
and That's ultra pasteurized, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I see.
I
I
think
know. I know. I can science the shit out of anything,
I'm just trying to
bitch.
remember if I know what the UHT stands for. I think it's something like ultra high temperature or something
Yeah,
like that.
and that's why it's ultra pasteurized because they heat it.
Hmm. Hi,
Oh,
Bellywood.
hey Billy.
And yes, lactose intolerance is everywhere.
Yeah.
Um,
We're
is
not
it something like
naturally lactose. We don't.
lactose
Our
tolerance?
Yeah. Humans are not naturally that way. We evolved to be able to drink cow's
Hmm.
milk, but in nature we're the only ones who can drink another mother's milk. Did you know that? Did you know?
Sorry, say that again.
Oh wait. Humans were not always able to drink cow's milk.
Yes,
We evolved that.
it's about
But
50% of us.
well, no, like
No?
as a species, we evolved into being able to at all. But yeah, there are people who still can't. And if you stay away from milk for a while, you won't be able to drink it anymore. Like that happened to me.
Oh, I'm
I heard it from a
yeah.
doctor. A doctor told me, and I'm going to believe him over you. Sorry.
Yes. Okay. Before it scrolls off my screen,
Okay, yes,
Christine
please.
Blaze, a mutant for 14 months. Sorry, a member for
Hey.
14 months, a mutant, says, "Good morning, friends."
I like that better. I like Mutant for
Yes,
14 months better.
yes,
Lets you live in my comic book world.
I thought you
Hi,
might.
honey.
Uh, and Gregory Night Sky, hi. And they say, remember, bees can lactate. They boobies. Oh dear.
Why'd you have to read that? You didn't have to read it. You chose
Because it
that.
was
You
because it was
chose
funny.
that sin.
Because it was funny.
You go in hell for that. Hi. Hello,
Captain
Gregory.
Cactus says, not all humans have evolved. Points to Taipan.
There you go. How you feeling, Taipan? Are you coming home soon? And did you get rid of those stupid roommates? Put your volume on high and put it on speakers.
Yes.
Get out of the room. Thank you. Use it. That's all.
Headphone warning.
Headphone warning.
And we have Juggernaut Jared, an Avenger for 7 months, saying to the Lactose Queen, and Taipan, a Celestial for 17 months, saying, and I evolved into a human being.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
And good morning, Skibo.
Hi, Skibo. Good morning,
Hmm.
everybody. Did you get your coffee on the way in? Because I have mine.
Yeah, she certainly does. And
I didn't yesterday, but I
still,
do now.
I still have the memory of her singing to prove it.
Stop. What? Was I singing?
Yes.
I don't remember singing anything. Not
Uh,
words, at least.
well, yeah, precisely.
I was humming, probably. I
Not
was probably
say
humming.
say not a tune either. There we go.
Oh, God. Well, I'm never in tune. It doesn't stop me, though. I
Yes,
can't
I
hear
know.
tones, so I'm lucky to hear anything, so I'm grateful for that. I wake
Yeah.
up being able to hear your dulcet tones. I'm like, oh, this is a good day.
Yes. Well, and as long as they don't echo too much from under the bed.
Mm, 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 mm. Today was a good day. I love Ice Cube. I do. I do.
Um, I don't. I know who Ice Cube is, but I don't get the reference. Was that a quote from the
Today
film
was
or
a
a
good
song?
day. That's a song.
Right. Okay. That would
Um,
probably be why I didn't get the reference.
he's for those of you who don't know him past his like rapper persona, he's incredibly intelligent. He loves the Eameses. I like when I saw that video. Remember I told you that video? Remember I showed you
Yes.
that video? Where
Yeah.
he took us to the Eames house. I'm like, okay, that's it. He can do no wrong in my eyes. The Eameses were a husband and wife design team in the 50s, 60s, and early 70s. Um, but he's also very funny. Very funny. I'm sure you've seen some movies that he's been in. Everybody has probably Friday, whatever, next
I
Friday.
think so, maybe, but I wouldn't.
Um, but like just in like day to day, he seems like he's funny. Like you've seen it on talk shows and doing things. Him and Kevin Hart riff off each other so well. I love it. He's just like one of the coolest people on earth to me. I like somebody who doesn't have to show off, like always be the know-it-all in the room. Like he knows what he
Right.
knows, and he doesn't have to prove
Yeah.
it to anybody. Like I
Yeah. I
would have
mean,
never knew that he was all into retro art and stuff, or architecture. And then I saw this video just by happenstance one day, and I'm like, that is a layer I never thought I'd see in anybody, let alone Cube. And I don't mean that in any derogatory way. Like I didn't think most celebrities think about shit like that.
that is almost quite close to saying I don't want to be derogatory, but
Fine. I'm just celebrities
yeah,
like
I know.
have
Yeah.
designers to do shit for them.
Yes.
You know, I
A lot
love
of them
it.
do.
I love anybody who appreciates art.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Right.
what's going on, people?
Oh.
What? What?
But a minor bit of good news, bad news for Gregory. He says they had 10 hours of scheduled power outage today, but
Oh,
that's been reduced to 6 now.
oh yay!
So
It's scheduled too, so at least you know.
yeah, yes,
You
it's
can
good when
charge
they
your phone and everything.
yeah, it's good when they tell you this stuff. I mean, we had an unexpected power outage here
Oh,
9 or so months ago for about 45 minutes an hour.
oh, you poor thing.
Yeah,
10 days I went
I,
without power. 10.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and so you did that sort of standard sort of Western
Yeah.
world of, uh, is it
Yeah.
just me? Yeah,
Right. You go outside, you look at your
yeah, and look
neighbors.
around and yeah, basically, yeah, people coming out and thinking, well, no, this is a bit more widespread, and yeah, it's fair
Yeah.
fair few of us outages.
It sucks being without
Um,
power for even 10 minutes.
yeah,
Long as you
then
sucks.
yeah, yeah, a couple of years ago, we all got given a little leaflet saying that they're going to be doing something with the water supply So between,
Oh.
and I think it was something like 11 at night and 6 in the morning, there was a chance the water supply might be cut off.
I've had that happen here when they were working on water in my apartment building,
Mm,
and
yeah,
they don't ever tell you ahead of time. You go over to the sink and there's no water, and
yeah,
you're like, oh fuck, now I gotta call somebody
yeah,
because they didn't tell us. Like, if you're gonna work on one of the apartments or something scheduled, can you not text us? You have all our text numbers, all our emails. What
yeah,
the like a little bit of courtesy. That's all.
yeah.
You want the courtesy of paying the rent on time. Mm.
Yeah, it's very strange how
Ta-ta.
some things sort of slip
Mm-hmm.
by. Um,
Right. Right.
yeah.
Right. People want
Apparently,
respect but don't give it. What?
uh,
What? What else?
so Gregory saying apparently outages are scheduled every day between 4 and 12 hours.
Oh no! Why? What was? Where you live and why? Share. Share your burden with
And
us. Share your
Darling
burden with us.
said where they are, no power equals no water.
What? Oh, does it run
But
your pump?
I
Are
assume
you
it's
you have a well?
electric pump.
Yeah, probably. She probably runs off a well.
Hmm.
No, I have friends who did that. Connecticut people like their wells.
Hmm.
It's stupid. Because there's water, there's like city water everywhere in Connecticut, at least in Stamford. And like, but the rich people love to say they got a well. I have a well on my property, yeah. We don't use city water. No. Stupid. Like for me, people who like have a well, have it because they can't get city water. You know? Because like,
And
you had to do a whole bunch of shit to that water. You gotta.
I mean, this is one of the other oddities and differences between the US and the UK.
Uh-huh.
Um, Here in the UK, if there's a house, generally speaking, it will be plumbed in, water, gas, electricity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it will.
You can opt out.
I mean, you probably could turn everything off or build a house somewhere in the middle of nowhere and just
Homesteading. Yeah.
not connect it to anything. But the I think the
But
desire
nobody's
to do
stupid enough to
so.
do that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Weirdos do that. Hippie
yeah,
communes do that.
yeah.
Normal people don't do that. I'm sorry.
Yes,
Or homesteaders do it because they have to because they're in the middle of nowhere.
yeah. Um,
But if you can
I
have
must.
city water, why wouldn't you get it?
I suspect maybe they are suspicious of what goes into that water. Maybe,
No, they just like being like, oh, we do everything the way our ancestors did. Shut up. Shut up. Use an
yeah,
outhouse. I dare you use an outhouse.
mm,
Hmm.
yeah.
That they'll get
There's
running water for that, but not for their sink.
yeah,
But
there's improvements and upgrades and stuff that
I love.
I I quite enjoy
I
and
know.
like, and there
I
are
still sing a
upgrades.
song to my toilet sometimes. I love running water. I love indoor plumbing. Like I will
Yeah,
sing.
yeah, and there are some upgrades and improvements that I don't necessarily
Like
agree
what?
with.
Tell me.
Um,
Besides smartphones.
damn it, Wedge.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
I'm not entirely in favour of some of the uses that the internet is put to,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
also
Nobody likes TikTok.
just quite how fundamentally integral and important the internet is now to everyday life.
Yeah, I get it. You don't do online banking, and I love it.
Yeah.
I order my
Well, it,
groceries online. I do everything online because
well, it,
I don't have a car and I can't walk
yeah,
to my local stores. It's
yeah.
too
Well,
far away.
it's not just that. There are
Okay.
now lots of things that
You have to do
effectively
online.
you have to do online,
Yeah.
and
Well,
that's
yesterday I
into
wouldn't have known
uh,
about that claim. Oh, if you live in the U.S., this is very important, guys. If you live in the U.S. And you've had a Facebook between
24th of May 2007 and sometime in December 2000 and
22?
I think, yeah.
Yeah. You go to I'll put the link in my Discord later. Um, you can get a settlement check.
There's a potential. There's a class action suit which you
Yeah.
can associate yourself with, and if it's approved, it hasn't been approved yet, you might get a couple of
It's
dollars.
not final
Yeah,
approval, but it's pretty solid because Facebook's already agreed to it.
right.
They haven't agreed there's any wrongdoing, but they've agreed to pay out $172 million.
I, I,
So I
I, I
put my claim in, bitch.
mean, I didn't think that actually
Zuck can pay me
it all been
some.
approved. Right,
Yeah, no, they agreed to it. I told you that yesterday.
right,
It's just rubber stamping it really,
right.
and I don't know how much it's gonna be. It could be $100 or less. It could be a few $100. Who cares? It's free
Mm,
money. Money I didn't have before.
yeah. Yes, this is very true. And
And it's
good
from
morning, Graham.
Zuckerberg. Money from
Yes.
Zuckerberg makes it all the more better.
As I said, I mean, even if I could, I'd be tempted not to because I wouldn't want to take money from them. But there you go.
Why? They take so much from us.
Well, Zuckerberg takes nothing from me because I've got nothing to do with Meta or Facebook, or
Yeah, true.
so I'm
So
quite happy.
what are they? I see a couple orange things in there. Can you tell me what they're saying? AMG. Okay.
AMG. What is your share? 5 cents.
Mm,
Even if it is, it's 5 cents that
I
she
don't care.
previously didn't have.
It's just taking
Um,
from Zuckerberg. The thought of taking from Zuckerberg makes me
hmm,
smile.
yeah.
Spices he don't have anymore.
Yes. And Dalek
And I'll
says
tell you.
they've got a pump for the water being on the vineyard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I thought so.
I suppose if the electricity does go out, you could sort of wash your hair in a nice Sauvignon Blanc. Apparently, one of Captain's neighbours has a borehole and a water pump.
Okay. Is that what they call a well over there?
Um, uh, I don't think it's technically a well. A borehole, sounds like it's a smaller diameter, but
Okay.
tantamount to a well. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I grew up with kids who had it up North Stanford. And I'm like, ew. Okay, whatever. You
Hmm.
do you.
Yes.
Your parents
Skibo
are rich and
says.
stupid.
Yeah, Skibo says they have well water. The only bad thing is it's not fluoridated.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing. I don't know about over there, but in American schools, when I was in school, elementary school up through, they used to come in every quarter or twice a year, and they had these little Dixie cups, little paper cups with fluoride in it that we used to have to swish around and spit back out. It was to help our teeth grow strong.
Hmm.
Hmm. Since
The
kindergarten,
water,
really.
yeah, the water over here is fluorinated.
Ours is too.
So yeah,
It was just a little extra, I guess.
yeah,
Or maybe it was
and
before they put fluoride in the water. I don't know.
and if you consider what fluorine's actually like as a base chemical,
Hmm.
you wouldn't go near the bloody stuff.
No, but it was fluoride, not
Yeah,
fluorine.
yeah, yeah.
The
Pick it.
IDE is different from the INE.
Yes, yeah. Pick almost any really nasty chemical that's going to blow up in your face, and it'll
Hmm.
have fluorine in it somewhere along the line.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
not nice,
No.
but chemicals are chemicals. That's why we have chemists.
Hmm.
So,
Oh,
we have interesting
uh,
stories to talk about today. We do. But he just keeps talking, so I'm going to let him. Go ahead.
yeah. Say, poor Graham's ears pricked up. I heard
Hi.
free money. What's happening?
No, just in the US, babe.
Yeah,
But I'm
sorry.
drinking out of your cup. Thank you. For those of you who don't know, he sent me a beautiful cup for my birthday with Bob, my coffee Bob on it. My coffee Bob. I love my coffee Bob. And I like this song that goes with him. I don't want to make a fuss. I just want my coffee rush. Yeah. He should put it on Spotify. What
Um,
else we got?
one of these days, I'm going to track Graham down and give him a kicking for that song.
I love that song. I like his Drag Race song better.
Yeah. I'm not sure of the context, but Taipan saying and AMG is different than AGM. Um,
What's AGM? Is it
annual general
chemical?
meeting.
Oh,
Annual general meeting normally.
I, no. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. I am definitely different than a meeting.
Yes, there is that.
So, oh, I got a really cool thing. If you're ever at a party, dinner party, get together, even a club, and like you don't know what to say, like not, you're not like me. Um, Here's a trick. Thank you, love, my mic. Um, Not the mic we know. Um, okay, so tell me something about your day. Tell me something about your day. Tell me about you went
Um,
to the cafe me or something. Coffee me.
I'm going to Coffee Me tomorrow.
You're going to coffee me tomorrow.
Hmm.
Like just repeat the last few words they say to you back to them as a question,
Yeah.
and people will remember you. Just keep doing it. Like whatever he says after that, I would do it again. They feel listened to at the end of the night. They'll remember
Um,
you.
I would remember them as a person not to talk to again.
Why? I'd be interested in what you were saying. It
But
would come
if
across like that naturally.
some,
If you didn't know what I was doing,
yeah, trouble is getting what you just said echoed back at you as a question once, okay. Twice, I'm beginning to think, what? Don't they understand English?
well, no, you're taking it wrong. He would. I knew Simon would do that, but you guys try it. It works. I've used it. He's right. I've used it. People like to be the one talking. Don't say it, bitch. I know what he's gonna say. I know him too well.
Well, if I manage to get a word in edgewise, I might.
Oh, okay, I'll just stay here quiet. Go ahead. You do the show alone.
Right. Welcome to Apple Tea Time with Simon. Apparently, that sounds a bit grim, Captain. Where he lives, the water's really is undrinkable. He has to buy bottled water to drink. That's
Try a Brita filter pitcher.
hmm.
Brita makes the water taste so good, and it lasts way more than the 2 months it says it lasts. Each filter. I have one of the bigger ones that just sits in the refrigerator all the time, and you fill it up with a pitcher. It's like a keg almost, and I always have cold water, and it's so crisp and clean, and like people will take a Brita pitcher, camping with them and use it in the rivers and stuff, and it really cleans the water well enough to drink. So you should try that. Absolutely.
Could probably help. Yeah. Hi, Thomas. Couple people.
It's a
Captain.
lot cheaper than buying bottled water. Go ahead, sorry.
Uh, Captain Cactus and Graham have both effectively mentioned that YouTube has been stuttering a bit with their playing of the video and streams and stuff like that. So
What do you mean? The stream's stuttering to you?
the occasional freeze.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah.
It's going out 5 by 5 for me.
Right.
I've got
Well, we
no.
say it's he thinks it's YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they haven't sent me anything back
Right.
as a warning. I would get a
Right.
warning that my connection was bad or my signal was bad.
Yeah. Well, no,
Like,
no, it's okay. It's not happened to you, but it's happened to other
yeah.
people.
How many people is it happening to?
At
Because
the
I can go
moment,
back in
just
and see if I can boost it.
Uh,
Change it.
just the captain and Graham. I think it's something at their end, not
Okay.
something that you can actually
All right.
do.
If it
And
keeps happening or happens to more people, let me know.
yeah, and Captain says Brita filters don't even last a week where he is.
Really? That's bad, baby. That's
Hmm.
bad. But they
And
they really are cool.
Gregor says he's a Brita dispenser cooler. It's awesome. He uses it with
Yep.
SodaStream these days.
Yeah, I have the Spencer cooler thingy.
Yeah,
British. Yeah, I love it
yeah,
because it's always
yeah.
cold and it's big. It's big capacity too.
Right.
I
Jason
do
and
have.
Taipan.
Sorry.
Right,
Okay.
carry on.
No, I'm just saying, I do have better water than most living in the mountains. So
Right. I mean, Jason and Taipan are confirming everything's okay their end.
okay,
And
good.
Taipan, you have my sympathy. He's just had his daily heparin injection.
I hated those. I fucking hated those. Do you get it in the stomach? I hated that. I hated that. It was weird because like I didn't have a lot of fat there, and so they gotta pinch it, and I was like, oh, you're gonna hit my stomach, like or something, and it's just like, oh, because the reason they put it in your stomach is 'cause it's a fat one, not a
Right,
muscle one,
right.
and I was like, you're gonna hit the muscle, you're gonna hit the muscle. I don't like it, and it feels
Ju-
weird.
just be very thankful
Why?
because if they're saying this has got to go into the fat, bend over.
Mm.
So they put it in your stomach. So
Because I was laying down on my, like,
yeah,
no, I don't, no.
it's not. It's nice they
Besides, I didn't
didn't
have a
think
lot of
you
fat on my ass either, thank you.
exactly. I'm saying they didn't think you had a. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, you
Um,
better.
yeah,
You better.
I was trying to give you a compliment.
Thank you. But that's when I was 17, so things
Hmm,
have gotten a little bit chubbier since then.
yeah.
Um,
Taipan says yes,
any
so I
news?
assume that's the injection in the stomach.
Yeah. Any
Any
news?
news?
Taipan. I'm asking Taipan.
Oh,
Like, are you closer to coming home? And are they gonna move your damn room or what?
yes. Do you have the same or better or no um,
Roommate?
roommate?
Pluralized. So, let's tell them some of the interesting stories. The Ben and Jerry one first, because it's funny.
Okay, off you
Okay.
go.
So Ben and Jerry's are kind of woke, very liberal, and so they tweeted out that how terrible it was that Europeans came and took the indigenous people's land away from them. We should do something to give it back. So, and their headquarters is in Vermont. Well, the Amagansett tribe is in Vermont. So a representative of theirs said, you know what, your headquarters is on our land. And we've always been really interested in getting some back. And they have not heard back from Ben and Jerry's. Oh, shocker, right?
May Maybe they're arranging a shipment of some ice cream to keep them quiet.
Like virtue signaling at its best. Being called
That
out on
was
it is beautiful, and I love that guy. His name is Steven. Thank you, Steven. Thank you. The guy who messaged them on behalf of the tribe.
right. I
I'd like to
totally
buy you a
inappropriate,
beer.
but I would love it if his name was something like Stephen Caramel Sutra.
Oh my god. Steven Cherry Garcia.
Yeah.
I hate I hate how hippie that company is. I really do.
Mm.
I don't like hippies, I'm sorry.
I'm not the world's greatest fan of the despite the fact that some people have accused me of being a hippie. I am
Well,
anything
the
but.
hair probably. I'd say the hair probably.
Mm,
Your hair's kinda longish for an old man.
yeah. And now, if there's any hippies listening, I'm sorry, but if you're a hippie, what are you doing using the internet? Sorry, my
No,
hair is not like a hippie's. It's clean.
true. And you don't smell of patchouli, I'm thinking.
Very much not.
I
I
hate
cannot.
patchouli oil.
I
I hate
cannot
patchouli.
stand the smell of patchouli or
Ah,
stuff like
I
that.
hate it. I hate it.
Right.
I never
Well,
liked
some good
it.
news with Taipan. He's out in another couple of days, and he's
Yay!
also got another roommate that has to have the nurse
Yes.
attending all the time, and no one else can
Ooh.
have the nurse look after them. So, slight downside, but at least
Oh.
they're not loud
And at
like the
least
previous
you
ones.
get the nurses in there all the time. You get to look at them at least, right?
Yeah.
And if they come in for your friend, your roommate, just say, "Hey, on the way back in here again, could you do something for me, please?"
Yeah.
So, do they have to have the nurses attending all the time because of their condition, or because they're just being a Karen? I'm just wondering, because that'll make me feel different about them. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You know. But thank God you don't have the other ones at least, with all their
Yes.
various family members staying all night. How terrible of them! Like that's against the law here. You can't in unless you're in a private room, you can't have people stay all night. You can't. You know, when my mom and I stayed all night, all like 24/7, 365 with my dad, it's because he's in a private room and he's dying. You know, that's
Hmm.
different. But even if he was dying and in a roommate room, we wouldn't be able to do that, and
Yeah.
we would have tried to, because that's really rude to the person in there with him. Well,
It,
maybe I
it,
would have anyway, actually. But we would have been very nice about it and quiet.
yes. You take other people's
Yeah.
thoughts and feelings into consideration.
If we brought
Apparently,
food in, we'd bring food in for him. If we, if we were going to watch TV, we would ask, do you mind if we watch something? Things like that.
right.
I've had. Have I ever been in a roommate situation in the hospital? Yes, I have once. Once. I usually got private rooms back then
Mhm.
because they smoked, and you could do that if you had a private room. Yeah, bitch.
Dear, oh
Yeah.
dear.
Yeah. The nurses would come in and have smoke breaks with me. It's easier than going all the way downstairs and outside and finding their place.
um, Speaking of nurses, apparently Taipan, today's nurse is a Pacific Island girl.
Mm, very nice.
Hmm. And hi, I'm going to pronounce it wrong, so I apologise. Ale Perez,
Hello.
who thinks apparently I sound like their calculus professor.
He does sound like a professor of some sort. He does. Yeah. He's very posh. All
Uh,
right. So the other story that we were talking about,
oh,
protesters,
yes.
like the ones in England, really pissed me off. The ones that,
Should we say mild squeamish warning?
yeah, it's gonna get bad. But the ones that are blocking your roads, I hate that.
With
Like,
the stop oil and
yeah, yeah, like they
yeah,
sit in the middle of the road or they walk really slowly. I saw this one woman. There was three people going across the lane, and they were walking real slow, like slower than a bride going down the aisle. And this one woman would say, "This is for my family on her side," and the next woman had a piece of cardboard and something about I don't know, because they never do them really well. They just kind of chicken scratch them on with a sharpie. How are you supposed to read that? You know, at least get somebody who knows how to do lettering or print it out on a computer real big, something, so I can read the shit.
yes,
Anyways,
you use a nice clear oil-based paint.
but anyways, so those are annoying enough. And then there's the one that you said somebody died because they glued themselves to the street.
Yeah, there's a few stories about an ambulance getting delayed, getting to a road traffic accident. Um,
And now
and
somebody's died.
I'm not sure whether the stories are all about the same thing, but
It's
they're
bound to
from
happen.
yeah, about 6 months apart. So I'm not sure. And there are some that saying yes, this is what happened. And some saying no, they didn't
Wow.
actually cause the delay and stuff like that. But yeah,
And you're not making anybody sympathetic to your cause by
no.
making people late for work, getting fired because of that shit. It's like all kinds of stuff. So the ones that I was talking about walking really slow, they were walking and they went by this apartment building, and a guy comes out on his balcony with a pot of water and just dumps it right on them. Like, I loved it. They were getting pushed and like screamed at. Like, it. They should get all of it. Um, they'll think they're martyrs, but fuck them. So now to the squeamish part. Trigger warning.
Hmm.
In Germany, these people amped it up, and they went to. They believe too many people are taking air flights. They want their government to do something about it. So they used epoxy resin and concrete, encased their hands on the tarmac, and now they might have to be amputated.
Yeah, to note that word in case they didn't just stick
They
their
just glue
hands
it.
to the surface.
No. They've had all kinds of fire rescue, every kind of tool imaginable. That shit's permanent. I don't know who didn't think it was permanent, but it's permanent. And you see them trying everything to get their hands out, but they can't, and they might have to amputate them at the wrist.
Hmm.
Oh shit. The consequences of your actions blown up hugely.
Yeah.
I am not taking pleasure in that for them. I feel horrible to think they're trying to do something they think is good, uh, even though it's not. Um,
Mm.
and now they're gonna lose a body part.
Yeah.
And a hand at that.
Yeah. I
I hope they can anesthetize them. Is all I'm saying.
my well, you already know one direction that my sort of sick sense of humor went into when we were discussing this
Yeah,
earlier. Um,
fire up
AMG,
a circle saw.
yeah, AMG, AMG is telling me about this,
He wouldn't believe
and
it.
well,
I know.
I
I didn't
was
say it right.
he didn't actually say encased, so I was working on the basis that they're all the Muppets that we have over here, where they just stick their hands and faces, whatever, to the surface. But she missed out the encased word.
There's
But
enough in there they cannot.
yeah, and yeah, she is wondering whether they would, if they did have to do the amputation, whether they would be, could they be anaesthetized? And I was saying yes, I'm fairly sure they could, but I think just before they get the anesthetic in their line of sight, about 20 yards away, I think they should have a fireman or whatever they're called get one of those portable angle grinders
Oh
and
god.
spark it up
They'll
to make them
pass out. They
think.
won't need the
Yeah,
anesthesia.
to make them think that's what they're going to use. That's just me being a sick bastard. Where I came, I just had another sick bastard thought.
Oh
Was I
god.
know it's the hand, so it's not really appropriate, but I was thinking, yeah, sort of body transplants and stuff like that. And wouldn't it be delicious to say we could get you a transplant, but we'd have to fly it in?
Oh god.
Sorry, that's just my total sick sense of humor.
I really do feel bad for them. I do. Anybody who's, I mean, wow, that's huge, and you can't run away from it. It's not something that happens quickly. It's not being blown off. They've got to sit there and think about this.
Yeah,
It's
there's
horrible.
the well,
I
yeah,
feel
saying
like
it.
I feel for them, but I also
Yeah.
think they're assholes because they stop people from getting to where they needed to be. Lots of people.
Oh
What?
shit.
What?
I might have caught Graham with Gregory with the trigger thing. He says his leg was amputated under local anaesthetic, and it was not nice hearing power tools.
Oh, honey. Oh,
So
honey.
yeah, sorry if I. Yeah.
Wow. No. It's just I do feel for them. I
Hmm.
I know they thought they were doing something to better the world. Um, but their country's not going to give a shit, and they're still not going to give a shit. They gave up a body part for this. I think there's only two of them, so at least it's down to a
Hmm.
minimum. But who would
Yeah.
think concrete and epoxy resin are not permanent? Come on, guys.
Well, I suspect even allowing for the rampant idiocy of doing stuff like this, I suspect in the backs of their minds they was thinking this is just going to make it really awkward for the authorities to move us.
But they didn't think,
They
how are we going to get out of this? Come on.
they I no I suspect they thought it was just going to be a lot of effort for the authorities to get them free. They didn't really investigate fully.
I wouldn't even
Yeah,
super glue myself to anything.
well, no.
I like my
Um,
skin where it is on me.
yeah, yeah.
Like some things can be undone with other chemicals, like super glue can be
Hmm.
undone with other chemicals. But epoxy resin and concrete cannot.
I'm sure they probably, not a chemist, not a physicist. I'm sure they probably could do something,
But it would
but
take the hand anyway. In
because their
worst way.
hands and
Yeah.
arms are in and touching them, and they're in very close proximity to those. Surprise, bloody surprise! Any chemicals they use would probably do more damage.
Yep. I
So,
hope, like, I am praying they. Why a local? Can they not put them out completely? Now I'm really scared for them. I really don't want this to happen. Oh, God. That's horrible. I gotta stop. We gotta stop talking about it because I'm having a panic attack now.
hmm,
I feel that bad
yeah,
for them. I do. Because I always put myself in the person's shoes. And now I'm
hmm.
having a panic attack thinking of myself not being able to move.
Well,
Like,
this one you don't want to put yourself in their gloves.
no. Can you stop?
Sorry, I've got a sick sense of humor.
It's not even humor at this point.
Hmm.
Like, can you imagine that though?
I basically dark macabre humor is how I cope with the fact
Yeah,
that this makes me
very uncomfortable.
incredibly twitchy.
So let's move on to something else.
Hmm.
But can I
Um,
just, if there's anybody out there hearing the sound of my voice that's a protester, don't do anything like this. Please stop gluing
yeah.
yourself. Use chains like we used to. Thank you.
Mhm.
That is all.
Still health related a little bit. Graham's dad is back in hospital, so
Oh no.
um, well, obviously
Hey,
our sympathies and best wishes go out to him and his
prayers
family on
to.
that. Yeah.
What is Taipan saying?
Um,
Oh god, what?
it's grim. Do you want me to read it?
Oh.
Sorry.
If you don't think you should, don't. I've learned a
Okay.
lesson.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
learned
Well.
my lesson the hard way.
Hmm.
So there's.
Um. Graham says he's worked with cement and concrete, and it states it's poisonous if left on hands for long periods. Very
Right, I
silly
don't
idea.
understand what they were doing.
Yeah.
I don't think they thought. I don't think they consulted anybody. I think they felt. Because epoxy resin, when it's curing, generates so much heat it can cause a fire. I don't know how they
Right.
stood that.
Yeah.
Maybe they had the concrete for it. I don't know. I don't get how they did this. I don't want to see it. I don't want to
Yeah.
think about it. Like, once they started, you can't stop, I guess. Because you can't get near epoxy resin. It gets super hot
Isn't
when
there
it's
something sort of
curing.
some of the vapors as well?
Yeah, I don't understand it at all.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't understand protesters that do shit like that. I
Yeah.
I protested things, but never in a way that would inconvenience other people.
Yeah. Oh. Vaguely on the subject, did you hear about that group who wanted to deal with Donald Trump by pushing him into a vat of quick drying cement? But they
No.
didn't do it because they thought that would be setting a precedent.
I'm leaving.
Sorry. Oh dear.
Do you know that most of the people that worked under him are in jail?
um.
The people appointed by him,
Yeah.
all attorney generals, and the people they appointed, all in jail.
Well. Well. Look on the bright side. At least if he needs a character reference, he knows where they are.
Yeah, and they'll be with them. I hope. Oh! Whoa!
What?
There's a bug on ah!
What?
Ah!
What are you doing?
There's a bug on my desk.
Right.
Oh! Ah! Mm.
Hang on.
It was a moth. Ooh, fuck. Oh, no. I had a moth in my house. I don't like it. I think it was a moth. I hope it was a moth. Fuck.
You'll be fine.
Ooh,
Don't
I
worry.
had seen something flying earlier. And I was like, what is that? I don't know what that is. And I was hoping it was just like a moth. But it was just on my desk. Man, I killed it. Thank God. Ah! I don't like moths. They freak me out. They're death. They're death. Oh, I have a funny story about them, though. I have a funny story about, well, not about moths, but about somebody I know. So my
Okay.
best friend, Brandy. Girl, she's weird. I love her to death. But weirdest bitch I've ever known. I don't know. She believes, still to this day, that moths are dust. Literal dust. I'm like, wait a minute.
What?
But they can fly and stuff. There's air pressure and tension. They're basically their life force keeps all the dust particles together. When they die, they turn back to dust.
Yeah, not too
I
far from the truth, but enough silliness.
Yeah. I'm scared to be sitting here now. I
Mm.
don't know what that bug was and if there's more. Like, I'm
Josh,
scared.
Joshua's got a
I'm
remedy for you.
scared.
And hi, Joshua. I don't think I said hello to you when you came in.
I
Um,
gotta take it out of it now.
let's
I gotta take it out of
say,
it now.
say,
Please. I gotta get some
let's-
water. I'll be right back. I'm freaking out.
okay. Right.
Oh. Every time they move.
Um, I mean, I don't know whether. I mean, them flying up to lights is a thing, but they don't always do so. So, like, there's not a little sort of flying circus above every single light bulb. So, I don't know what that one's about. Yes, Graham. That would be my hypothesis about the dust from the wings
I'm
of them.
freaking out, guys. I'm sorry. When I say I have a phobia about bugs, it's not like I
Mm.
have a physical reaction. I was just talking to my shrink about it today, Saturday. I can't. Because when there's one, there's more than one, right? And I
Not
live in an apartment
necessarily.
building. No matter how clean I keep my apartment, if somebody's nasty next to me, they're going to get to me. And
Yeah.
I've seen, this is my fifth bug since I've lived here in 4 years. I don't care. As soon as I see one, I have them spray my fucking entire apartment. Because I don't want any kind of bug in my apartment. Ever. I keep
Mm.
it too clean in here. I bleach every day. My kitchen is exceedingly clean. So is my bathroom. Like every water area. Fuck. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Talk. Talk about something else.
Yeah. Take deep breaths.
I can't. I sit here, 24/7. I'm at my desk, and now I can't be. I can't be, because I saw a bug here. You don't know how bad this is. Oh.
Right. Do you need to go and
Where am I gonna go? I'm
go
trapped in this
some?
apartment.
Right.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god!
I was thinking more away from the desk.
Where am I gonna go? You know how I feel about fucking. And the problem is, they're redoing some apartments, so of course, shit's gonna start moving.
Yeah.
I'm luckier than
Um.
most because I know of other people who do have bugs, and I've never had that situation. But I can't. That's
Yeah.
why I can't.
Yeah. There's a couple suggestions of a blue bug zapper.
No, because it was on my desk. What am I gonna do?
Hmm.
Electrify my fucking desk?
Well, no. It will have a light which would potentially attract the bug to
But
it.
only if it's a
So,
flying bug. What if it's not a
yeah.
flying bug? What's a crawling bug? You don't understand. I'm now thinking of every bug in the world.
Hmm.
It's just where I go. I can't help it, and now I need. I might call Joy later and have her come over and just remove everything from this area. Because now I think out of the corner of my eye, I think I see things that I'm not. It's just the black marks of my. That oh god, I'm dying. I am freaking out, guys. It's not even funny for me. Like, he thinks I should go on this OCD medication because I can't stop once I see one being afraid. Like, you should see me sitting here with my feet trying to keep my feet above the floor,
Yeah.
but my chair like this. All right, let me bring you through my brain right now, my thought process. I'm looking at, like, did I just see something fly? Um, that's why I keep my lights on in my apartment all the time, cause I'm bugs like the dark, right? That's what I think. And uh, what else? All right, so I'm keeping my feet off the floor, right? But my chair is on the floor. So something can get on the chair, crawl up, and oh my god, I'm dying. See? 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 Because I
You
live in I can't live in an apartment. I never did before I lived here, and this is why. Thank God I did not grow up in one of these because I would not be here right now.
you need something to break the chain of thoughts that you have on the subject. I mean, whether that is um,
He talked
a
about exposure therapy too, and that not happening.
yeah,
Do you know what that is?
yes, I suspect that wouldn't do any good. I mean, yeah, some sort of CBT, cognitive behavior therapy, to basically try and get your mind
I've had
to
it.
not
I've had
go
it.
in that. Or
It's the only
not
reason
my
I'm still
favorite.
here.
Yeah,
Like sitting here right now is my cognitive therapy.
right. Right.
I would be long gone if it was before it. Like
Right.
I'm still sitting here talking to you guys. That is a win.
Right.
My eyes are darting around,
Right.
but it's
Captain
a win.
Cactus came up with a what I thought was a bit of a non sequitur,
Okay.
but he's explained it. He says wipe areas with white vinegar. It destroys all scent trails insects create, and the majority of insects hate the smell. We can hardly
Okay.
sense it after a short while.
Yeah, I just bought some because Italians use white vinegar for one thing and one thing only: to clean with.
Hmm.
I clean with it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not even kidding. I will use every tool in my arsenal. I'm gonna take my place apart and have the carpet cleaned now, everything wiped down. Like you have no idea. You have no idea. I can't because I can't. I can't. Every panic, every atom in my being is panicking right now. Oh, I'm itchy all over. Oh. Somebody talk about something else, please. Please.
Um.
What is it? Do not talk about this anymore, please. It's just fueling it. Even if you mean it to help.
Hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
So
And with
let's.
me being as blind as I am, I caught that out of the corner of my eye. And it was almost the same color gray as my desk.
Right.
Fucking hell. It was definitely a baby, whatever it was, because it was gray. Oh. Oh god, guys, I'm dying.
All right. Could always talk about computers. Oh.
No. 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 What if it's on my computer? What if they're on? Because there's heat in the computer.
Um.
Oh
Too
no.
much. Too much heat.
Okay, thank you. I can't. I can't
You
wait till
will be.
Joy's up.
You'll be fine.
I can't. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna be
Yes. You'll
fine. It
be.
was too.
You'll be.
It was in like 2 feet of my coffee maker. My desk is like the coffee maker's tall, like up on a taller thing, but I'm close to my coffee maker, and I just. Oh! One time I lived in an apartment building, not this one, and they had like a reception area, like same thing, where they had a coffee maker. And apparently, I never went there because, like, my own coffee maker, fuck you. And mine's better than yours. So somebody, a neighbor of mine went down there to get, she's like, oh, I'm gonna have some coffee, because they'd make it every morning. She opened it up, and there were roaches inside. Inside, guys.
Yeah.
Can't. Now I can't stop thinking about that.
Hmm.
Like, who, what, the, do you not clean it? The fuck, how do you not know that?
Yeah. Stop shooting yourself mentally in the foot and thinking about these things.
Oh,
So.
I can't, because if it's a baby, there's a mama.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good question, Thomas.
What?
What's your favourite ice cream?
Chocolate. Haagen-Dazs
Just
chocolate.
Haagen-Dazs chocolate.
If you're talking about ice cream, yeah. I like chocolate gelato
Right.
better, though. Real gelato, not this shit that you get outside of Italy. Oh, help me. Help me. I can't.
Right.
Oh.
Um,
I'm going to text Joy now.
what is the best fish for fish and chips? Me,
Yeah,
none.
cod.
I don't like because I don't like it. But
Cod. I like cod or haddock, pollock. Cod, I like
yeah,
cod a lot. It's a meaty fish.
yeah. I mean, I must admit, it used to be cod and chips pretty much here, but I don't think that is normally the case now. It's I wouldn't say a lesser fish, but yeah, as Captain says, haddock taken over, and other fish like rock salmon, which I think is actually dogfish. But there you go.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. Oh, Taipan had vanilla ice cream for dinner.
Vinegar?
Vanilla ice cream.
Oh.
Oh, Joshua says, on a positive note, the place where he lives no longer requires emission testing. The air is improved to the point where they meet national standards.
Oh, yay.
That is good news. Breathing's always a good thing, in my view.
I need to throw all my food away, too.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Oh, yeah, I do. The bread, everything that's out on a counter, anything open. Yeah, I won't keep any of it because I don't want it. No. I'm sorry, guys.
Yes, Joshua, I am in the UK, and I don't like fish and chips. And yeah, possibly a blasphemy of sort. I mean, I like the chips component. I'm not a great fan of the fish. Gregory, I don't mind mushy peas. Don't generally have them. And black pudding. Yep, that's good. Yes, as Graham says, Jason has a big book on all the food that I dislike. Yep. And Taipan, I think you're lying, sir. Sorry, you may be hospital bedridden and what have you, but the best fish and chips you claim are in Australia. I would, yeah, I I will be English enough to claim no, that's not the case. But I don't really know because I don't, as I say, I don't eat them, and I don't really travel. So
Why? What? I'm sorry. What? What are we
talking about
talking
fish and
about?
chips.
I like fish and chips. I don't like any food right now because I can't have food in my
Mm.
house. I gotta throw all my food away. Did I say that already? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is what happens, Steve. Like
Mm.
anybody who thought when I said I have a thing about bugs, this is what happens. I am beside myself. This is what happens to anybody with a phobia when you push it too far.
Mm.
It's not funny. And people do that. You tell people, stop, don't talk about whatever, like snakes. I have a thing about snakes. And so people think it's funny and they'll talk about snakes. You know, oh, look at, we're making her queasy. No, you don't know the damage you're doing to somebody. My case in point. You know what I'm saying? Don't
Mm.
do that to people, please. Be kind. On that note, I'm very disappointed in what's been going on recently. Um,
With anything in particular, or
the people here, like, not here, not you people. People in what was left of the community we once had. The new channels coming up, the lack of integrity and character of the people that have them, and then the lack of integrity and character in the people who hang out with them. Like, there's standing up for a friend, and then there's finding out your friend is a piece of shit and still standing up. No. A friend is somebody who'll be honest. You know, not,
Mhm.
oh yeah, girl, no, you're all cool, you're all cool. If you've done something wrong, your friend should say, you've done something wrong. And help you become a better person. Not just stand by your wrongdoing and help you lie about it. And we have people who are lying in our midst. Uh, so what they do, instead of coming and telling the truth, they'll. Here's the funniest thing: people like that are stupid as well. Um, they'll be like, say I did something bad, right? And
I
somebody's
can
finding out about it,
I can
and I
barely
want
believe
to
it, but
get
yeah.
ahead of it. I want to get ahead of it, so I'm like, look, I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. You don't know what's really going on. Like, the person who did the expose video on me, and had all these receipts, they don't know her either. Like, there's mitigating circumstances to all this shit. Um, that it was really heinous. Um, and I'm gonna tell you the real truth. Meet me in a private voice chat on my Discord, and I'll tell you the truth. Bitch, it's not private. We can all see who's talking on any Discord at any time without going in that Discord. Just hover over that Discord. If somebody's in the voice chat, it shows it.
Yeah.
And you see everybody in there with them.
You don't actually have to go that far. I think there's something that shows up that the
Yeah,
voice chat is active.
Yeah,
Not
and the
not not.
avatars of the people in it.
Yeah, so you don't actually have to go.
You don't have to go in it. You don't have to go
Yeah,
near it. You
yeah,
just know there's Discord's transparent like that. I guess I don't
yeah,
know, but
yes,
maybe it's a flaw in Discord. But
yeah.
yeah. So no, we saw you and we saw everybody with you. Just saying.
Hmm.
I know who my friends are. Do you? And I know there might be people here right now that I saw there. I don't know. I'm not saying nothing. Just saying that we see.
Hmm. Yes. To lighten the mood slightly, Graham says, "What has Bob said this time?"
Ah, your bobs are awesome.
Hmm.
Um,
Oh, should
what,
I?
what,
Should I?
what, what,
Um,
what,
a,
what?
a, a, AMG showed me a thing with drag queens recently. Yeah, I know, shock horror, and it wasn't actually that bad.
Which one was it? What?
There was
Which?
the Dungeons and Dragons thing.
Oh yeah, they play Dungeons and Dragons. It's Dungeons and
Yeah,
Drag Queens.
yeah,
Yeah.
and one of them was Bob the drag queen, or the name was referenced as Bob the drag queen.
Yeah, he knows who Bob is. He does.
Yeah,
Graham's up on the drag scene. He really
yeah,
is. I'm proud
and
of
I
him.
was very, very tempted to make a comment in on the YouTube chat video saying, yeah, something about
We'll get
drag
there.
bobs. Hmm.
Oh, okay. I kind of have a 6 degrees of separation to Bob, and
Yeah.
planning to get there once we have the show up and running. We'll get them. They're not that hard.
Hmm. Okay, Taipan's going to have a lie down, but he's going to be listening to the
Oh,
stream. So look after
love
yourself.
you. We'll talk later.
Yeah. And Captain Cactus says, I've always stated, and I say so in all fairness and honesty, all in all, the heartfelt kindness in the world. I hate everyone equally.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I don't trust anybody, and I can say that knowing that you all know what my parents meant to me and how much I like. They were my world. They were my universe. I didn't trust them completely either. I don't trust anybody completely. Everybody has the capacity to let you down in a big
Um,
way.
what is that saying? Trust but verify.
Yeah. But even just that, like,
Hmm.
I don't know how to verify anything my parents told me. Like, well, anything important. Well, wait a minute. There is that clown incident. Um, hmm.
Do we want to know?
You know about that. The circus thing. So there were others.
Right.
My
Okay.
uncle that went to the circus. Simon, wake
Yes.
up.
Yes. Yes.
You know the story, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, and there were others I've remembered since then, of course.
Hmm.
But that was different.
So,
Anything truly important.
how many members of your family were in the circus in the end?
The circus? Quite a few.
Right.
But different circuses, let's say. Somewhere in the
Uh-huh.
circus Maximus,
Right.
and somewhere uh, in a different kind of circus that was
Yeah.
not in one place. Like
Hmm.
they were working the circus. How about that?
Yeah.
They were the family circus. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, so
Mm.
moving on.
Yeah. Jason says a friend is someone who hasn't effed you over yet.
Mhm. As loyal as I am, um, if it's between you and me, it's gonna be me. You know, unless like it. Okay, it was my parents. I would choose them always because I would take a bullet for them. And there's
I
very few people that are alive today I would take a bullet for.
Yeah. It, I must
There are a
admit,
few.
if it's between you and me, you know,
I'm not even a thought. I saw that.
sorry.
Like, I don't have
Uh,
to
uh,
run
uh,
the
uh,
fastest. I just have to run faster than you.
indeed, yes, the classic polar bear escape mechanism.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I am freaking out. I am freaking out. Oh,
But at least Captain claims he knows nothing about a circus. So,
oh, stop. He's the worst. Yes, I have been fooled because I was naive. I was a child and I believed things
yeah.
like that. Why they chose a circus, I'll never know to tell me about. But it was. I guess my grandmother's just sweet like that, you know.
Hmm.
Circus.
Yeah. Yeah. What people say, what they actually mean, what cover things up. I
Ooh,
mean,
what's that?
yeah, you,
Wait a minute, stop. I'm freaking out enough that I think I see things everywhere now, but I don't.
mm,
It's like the light is playing tricks on me, my water bottle's playing tricks on me, everything's playing tricks on me, and I'm freaking out. Okay, okay, I'll be okay. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. Are you okay? I'm okay.
yeah, we're good.
We're good. We're good.
Hmm.
We're okay. Um,
Hi, Ziggy.
you know what I should never do? My shrink said. Like, K-Rab gave me a magnifying glass with a light on it.
Uh huh.
I just picked it up to check where there's darkness because I'm using it as a flashlight, right?
Uh
That's
huh.
something I should never do, my shrink said, because I'm
Uh,
reinforcing that
yes.
thought.
Yeah.
But,
And also, if you do see something, it's going to be magnified.
well, that's okay. I have a dark area on my desk that I needed to check real quick.
Hmm.
Um, take everything out of that area.
Right.
The struggle is real.
Hmm. Uh, Jason, you are a very bad man.
But
He says the best defense in bear country is to put a fish in your friend's back pocket.
not a bad, not a bad idea.
Hmm.
Like I said, I only had to be faster than you.
Yep.
Okay. I think I'm okay, guys. Check out the dark area. I have a couple of rings in there.
Yeah, you're all good.
Yeah, I'm all good. I'm all good. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Um, Joshua wonders whether you've heard of Aty the otter. Apparently he's adorable.
It was an otter, of course it is.
Hmm.
Of course it is.
I know and have watched a couple of YouTube channels that feature otters,
Otters
and
are the
yeah,
best.
yeah, yes,
Otters are the best. They're the best. They're the best.
I've always thought very highly of otters.
They don't smell.
Um, um,
I
um,
want a dozen. Oh my god, so I saw this cute little video where there's people that are lounging by a pool. Very nice pool. Gorgeous pool. Not a regular pool, it's like one of those long, thin ones with like uh, bigger ends on each. It's kind of Moroccan looking almost. So, out of nowhere, a seal walks up, jumps in the pool, swings the length of it, jumps out, and there's a guy in his chair. So he walks right over the chair and he gets it with the guy. The guy jumps out, takes his towel too, and the seal just sits there sunning itself. I don't know if it's a pet or if it found the place, if it's a hotel. I don't know what, but it was the cutest damn thing I've ever seen.
oh, talking of cute things, and it involves otters.
Ooh, even better.
I'm not sure where they were. I think, sadly, it was a zoo or something like that.
Mhm.
Um, but there was an enclosure
Mhm.
with otters in it,
Yeah.
and they had little holes down near the bottom of the glass that
Oh.
the otters could put their front legs through, so people could come up and stroke the hands.
Oh. Oh. Otters love touch and affection. They do.
Mm,
They love us too. They're not
yeah,
afraid of us. Um, I don't
I thought,
mind
what?
zoos with otters in it because otters don't mind being in. As long as you have a nice big piece of
Yeah,
water for them, some rocks, they're fine.
yeah.
Absolutely fine.
But I just think, what other animal would you actually have arrangements whereby you're keeping it in an enclosure, but you're also allowing it to basically go and ask to be stroked and petted?
I don't know.
So there's not that many. I mean, yes, you have little
A
petting
lot of them are
zoos and stuff like
sufiels,
that.
I think.
Yeah, but
But like, there's this one zoo I saw where the bears enclosure have these pipes, I guess you'd call them, that start where the sidewalk is and they go down to the enclosure through the cage, so you can send them treats.
right.
You can buy treats and put them down there, and they come over and they eat the treats. So you can bring them over to you, I guess. And that's sweet. I would love to give treats. I'd give them
Yeah.
all the treats. That's been happening with wild deer lately. They're coming over to people and letting people, pet them.
I,
And that I'm worried about.
yeah. As cute as all heck as that would be, I don't like the fact that wild animals seem to be getting inured
It's dangerous for the animals.
and yeah, getting used to humans. I would rather they were still wary and scared and did a runner.
Well,
But
see, that's the thing. If they haven't been hurt by animals, I mean by humans, um,
yeah,
they won't be wary of us, and that's
well,
scary.
yeah, I
Because
give you
nice
the lack
people
of
feed a deer, bad people shoot it.
yeah, and I give you the lack of the dodo as evidence of that.
Yeah.
Although
I
apparently the dodo was also having other issues. It wasn't just
mhm.
humans that were involved. But
Honestly don't see an extinction event for deer anytime soon,
no,
or bunnies. I think bunnies would allow you to, like in a zoo, you could pet bunnies. Try to hold them.
um, possibly yes. Although I suspect it would take a few generations for them to become
Like, even if they did that
familiar
with the
enough.
chimps and stuff, I wouldn't go over to the chimps and stroke
No,
their hands. They would take
chimps.
it off.
No, they
They're
no.
strong.
Yeah, and yeah, they're not an animal I would want to get into close contact
No.
with.
Do you remember about 20 years ago now, a guy had a pet chimp and he ate his face off?
I recall hearing something about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was here in America.
Mm,
Because people in America like having odd pets, like chimps.
yeah. Um.
Like, there are monkeys who are smaller that would be less
Yes.
problematic.
Is it
That's fine.
capuchins and
Yeah.
stuff like
They're
that? Yeah.
annoying, though. They're cute for a second, and then they squeal, and you're like, oh, that is not a sound I want in my
Mm.
house. Foxes are adorable, beautiful things, but they're nocturnal. Anything nocturnal, you don't want as a pet.
I see some around during the day as well, so they are
If you see a
they.
nocturnal animal during the day, they might have rabies, like raccoons
Mm,
especially.
no, we have a lot of urban foxes around here,
Hmm.
and they are getting habituated to humans.
Yeah, no, I'm
And
just
I
saying, like,
think part of that is they are not fully nocturnal now.
a friend of mine who lives in Birmingham had a family that visited her. Family of foxes.
Right.
Birmingham. How do you say Birmingham over there? Just Birmingham?
Well, it depends where you're from. If you're from anywhere reasonable, you say Birmingham. And if you're actually from Birmingham, you say Birmingham.
Oh, stop. She didn't sound like that. But the funny thing about her name's Kat, she's an artist, is that she would text me, right? We spoke largely in text. And she texted in her accent. So instead of saying
Right.
haven't, I haunt or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I could hear her accent because she spelled the same way as she talked. It was the
Right.
weirdest thing I've ever experienced in my life. Very strange people. But fun. Very fun. Lovely people. Lovely people.
And hi, Zebulon. Didn't have a chance to say hello when you came in. Oh, yeah.
Zebulon.
And Captain says he knows a song about chimps and bananas.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you do. Yes,
Mm,
you do, sir. You bought one,
yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah. And yes, Gregory, if anybody doesn't actually know, honey badgers do not make pets.
No. No, they don't, because you know why, right? They don't fuck.
Because they have
Fuck.
0 F's to give.
They don't give a fuck.
No.
I would not also have an opossum as a pet.
Mm. But
Nope.
apparently, meerkats make good pets.
They're cute. Come on. You know what?
The trouble is, I don't want my pet trying to sell me insurance, and only people in the
Right.
UK will understand that possibly.
No, I know it too, because they
Uh,
use it here.
right. Okay.
Or geckos.
Don't know that one.
The Geico gecko. He has an accent just like yours. Very posh.
Stop with that.
But you are. And,
I say, my good woman, please stop saying that.
lemurs, too. You know how cute those lemurs are.
Hmm.
Go to
There's a.
Madagascar.
There's a. Yeah, I'm sorry. My brain still does a complete and utter tilt with that, and I have to basically convince myself that yes, that did actually really happen.
I mean, can you imagine being so dumb you see an animated movie with meerkats and lemurs and you go to Madagascar to hang out with them? King
Yeah,
Julian and his friends.
yeah,
But don't bring any money with you.
of course.
And bring your desktop computer.
Hmm.
God.
Yeah,
Only more.
um, not
Only
firing
more.
on all cylinders. That chap. Good morning, Barry.
Hello, Barry.
Hmm.
Barry. Barry Allen.
No, Barry P.
You don't know who Barry Allen is, do you? The Flash.
Mm,
That's DC. See? I'm well rounded.
okay, so you're AC.
You're dumb.
Yes, of
That's just
course.
dumb.
I'm Barry Humphries. Barry, is it Barry? Is there a Barry Frost?
Who?
I'm just thinking of various Barrys.
I don't know who they are.
Barry R. Reef.
Perry Bellum? I'm sorry. What? I have no idea what that was. I'm so sorry for that.
You should be.
Okay.
Dear, oh dear.
What are we gonna do with me?
I could think of several things, but I'm sure the Audubon Society would object.
Well, you can't do nothing, because then you wouldn't have me. Nobody could be me but me. But I do say you should try it, because it's fun.
Yes,
Give it a
as they
try.
say, I mean, sort of walk a mile in your shoes, because then I'd be a mile away and I'd have your shoes.
I have lots of shoes, though, so you can have a pair.
Well, you're a
I'll give
girl,
you
of course
wedges.
you have. No, thank you very much.
They're sneakers. They're wedges, but they're sneakers.
Mm.
So they're somewhat comfortable. They're just different. I got
Mhm.
Converse All Star ones that are red, and then I have some white ones that are more like a Reebok. Yeah, I like wedges. Wedges are the high heel cheat. Really? What?
Sorry. Captain
But
Cactus says, "Don't forget to hit that like button and support the channel. And with every like, Simon will receive a new button so he can have a few spare eyes."
speaking of which, what the fuck is up with Disney? Like,
Any particular regard?
yeah, a few actually. They've had the biggest flop of their lifetime recently with Elemental. A lot of people are saying because there's this one of the main characters is non-binary. I don't know. I don't know. I can't speak to that.
I don't think I've
I
even heard of the
think
film.
I hadn't either. But here's my thing: representation's important, but don't go out of your way to do it because it's not sincere.
Well, that smacks to me of positive
Virtue signaling.
discrimination.
Yeah.
Yeah, any form of discrimination or whatever is discrimination, and shoehorning
It's
things in just
animated.
to have them there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. But
Oh, I think I've seen clips. Might have seen clips from that
I
somewhere.
haven't. Um. Well, when they said elemental, I'm like, what do you mean? The elementals? Like the Marvel
Mm.
Disney thing? But no.
Or
But Marvel was one of the first comic books. Well, they were the first actual comic book company to have a gay character in it,
right.
gay superheroes, not just sidekicks. They had a marriage. Like it was. It's now that they have a drag queen superhero, which is fun. All drag queens are superheroes, though. They got a superpower. Makeup.
Okay. Bye,
Fierceness.
Graham.
Bye, Graham. Love you. See you later. Are we meeting later? I don't even know.
Possibly.
Uh, possibly.
Um, yeah. Zebulon reckons Disney's looking for something else to screw something else up. Now,
Well, the Coraline movie. I never saw it. But it seems kind of dark for a children's movie.
hmm,
Like at one point, her foster parents are gonna take her eyes and replace them with buttons. Is that true? And they
I've not
do
seen
it.
the film.
And they do it.
Okay.
Like, um, it's a bit. Has anybody seen this movie?
I
Is it
haven't.
as dark as it seems?
I get the impression it is fairly dark, but I say I've not seen it. I don't know.
Why? You don't need to make animated movies that are dark. We got scary movies already, and kids can get screwed up the same way I did by being shown inappropriate movies. Just saying.
Ziggy says yes, but the kids loved it. I think it's one that is dark, but it is not so dark that it is scary for kids. I think I
It
get the impression
seems
they
like it is.
played it.
It's scary to me.
I think they
The
played it
clips I've seen.
about right.
We'll have to watch it one day.
Hmm. Yeah.
Cab is
I
watching all the different Walking Dead stuff, and
uh,
like there are so many spin-offs that I can't even keep up with the list.
yeah. I never
And
really.
there's more to come. Rick
I
and
never.
Michonne is gonna have one. Maggie and Negan has one. Daryl's gonna have one. I'm like,
I've
they're broken up the core group and giving each one a show instead of keeping them together like we like them.
I've got.
Mm.
Um. The Walking Dead came out at around about the same time they were seemingly churning out lots of things like Lost,
Yeah.
and from the clips I saw of them, which is very few and far between, I thought, yeah, that's rubbish. And I've just globally pasted everything that sort of came out around about that same time, including The Walking Dead, with the same brush. I
The
thought, no,
original
not interested.
seasons of The Walking Dead were pretty cool, pretty
Mm,
good, well done. Um, then they got in the weeds, in my eyes.
right,
They went
yeah.
past the books, and they had to fill their own story in, and that's when we got um, everybody splitting up and like I don't know, and just the way things. I don't know. I got very disappointed, and I stopped
Mm,
watching. And I can tell you exactly when I stopped watching. Um, the season where they split it in two seasons. They Rick got taken. Um, we come back a few months later and the first episode. When we left, the baby was a baby. When we got back, she was like 7, 8 years old. I'm like, wait a minute, it's been 4 months. The fuck? And she's like the head of the place now. And I'm like, okay, yeah, nah. Negan's like buddies with everybody, and I'm like, now Negan and Maggie are together, like in a show, and like Maggie, the one whose husband, love of her life, was killed by Negan with a baseball bat in front of her. She's forgiven Negan enough to hang out with him? No, no, not happening.
mm.
Not in my world.
Um,
But I don't live in a zombie apocalypse, well, without the word zombie, so.
mm, yes, which is a good thing. But without wishing to be rude, I got to be scooting off in a moment
Okay.
to go grab lunch.
If anybody wants to chat with me, I'm going to be on edge for the rest of the day, and I'm going to need to talk to people. Because I can't just sit here, like, I will sit here darting my eyes back and forth, freaking out until I get some. I can't even eat now. So there's that. Yay.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Right.
If
Good night,
DM me if
Taipan.
you're around. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for coming.
Yes.
Until that happened, was having the greatest time,
Hmm.
really, and I'm so sorry that I took us off the rails there. It can't be helped. It couldn't be helped. I can't help it. I hope I didn't ruin your mornings too bad. Um, but I think it was still
And
okay. Great
yeah, and
stream.
any of you in the continent of the US, what are you doing up at this time of night? Good day. Get back to bed.
I'm not going.
But,
I can't
but
now.
thank you for coming along to listen to us anyway.
Absolutely. You guys are rock stars. You're all rock stars, but the ones in the U.S. with me, they're a bit more party hardy, I
Uh, I
guess.
was I was just going to be rude and saying you're all rock stars, but some of you are the drummer.
Hey, I'm a drummer. We are the most important part of any band is the drummer, the percussion, the bass line. Thank you.
Yep. Hmm.
All right, so we'll see you all soon, next
Yep.
week, obviously, and a lot of changes are coming here. Um, oh, I don't know if anybody here was affected by my mod sweep. If you were a mod before and you're not one now, it's not just you. Um, explaining all this maybe later today.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Well, the
So,
TLDR is hit the reset button.
yeah, we're hitting the reset button. A lot of things have gone. I've let them go too far. And, yeah, we're gonna start all over again together and make
Mm.
this place back to where it used to. Oh my god, I sound like a MAGA person. Oh shit. Make the
Make
channel
AMG
great
great again.
again.
You only need
No!
you only need another A in AMG, and you can be an anagram of MAGA.
Well, if I put the make AMG. Oh no. Yeah, MAGA. Make AMG. Wait, no. What's the other one I need? Oh,
You
I
need
need
an
another
A.
A.
Yes.
Uh, um, again,
Yes.
I
Yep.
guess. Make AMG great again. No, no, but we're gonna. So love
Yep.
you, mean it.
Yep.
Bye.
Right. And of course, she loves you all.
'Cause she do.
There you go. Haven't
Like,
heard that for a while.
subscribe. Yeah.
Hit the like
I
button.
want to say more. And leave comments that you got to the end and you heard the MAGA thing. And
Yep.
we'll see you soon. Go
Right.
eat,
Take
go
care,
have
everybody.
fun, and go to sleep. Bye.
But not all at the same time.
That'd be messy.
Hmm.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.